Deep Rock Galactic, a cooperative first-person shooter video game developed by Danish indie studio Ghost Ship Games. Choose from one of 4 specialties, use strategy, collect important resources, fight alien lifeforms, all while being a stylish space dwarf. In today's video, we've jumped into the experimental version of the game to break down the weapons of the Scout. Each class in Deep Rock Galactic has a primary weapon slot and a secondary weapon slot. Currently, each class has 2 different weapons to choose from for each slot. All weapons can be modified in multiple ways to fit playstyle and the enemies you'll face in your next mission. In our breakdown, our main focus will be on the weapons themselves minus the mods, but we'll briefly highlight our favorite mods thus far. For the Scout's primary weapon slot, you have the Deep Core GK2 and the M1000 Classic. Now let's jump into the Deep Core GK2. Here are some of the highlights. It has short to mid-range, good rate of fire, it has a quick reload, a decent starting damage, good magazine size, it has a natural stun effect, and it's fully automatic, but the longer you fire for, the more your accuracy declines. This feels like a natural choice for a class like the Scout that can find themselves in all kinds of situations as they explore. This weapon is good against most enemy types, but doesn't perform as well against armored enemy types. With improved accuracy, this weapon can be great for hitting weak points in order to take down armored enemies quicker. The mods that we like for this weapon are High Velocity Rounds, increases damage to 13. Increased Caliber Rounds, increases damage to 15. Floating Barrel, improves stability. Hollow Point Bullets, increase damage to weak points. Battle Cool, killing an enemy increases accuracy. And now onto the M1000 Classic. It's great at mid to long range, it has high damage. You can focus on individual enemies for bonus damage. It's got a good total max ammo as long as you make your shots count. It's fairly quick on the reload time and has a smaller clip size. This feels like a great weapon for a class like the Scout. They can explore and have good mobility around the environment while shooting enemies from afar. The use of this weapon also feels like it would balance well with a class like the Gunner. The Gunner can be deep in a fight while the Scout can pick off incoming enemies from a distance. The damage is high, which is especially great when hitting enemy weak points, and there's even the opportunity for delivering bonus damage. The important thing to note is that this gun will require someone with patience and timing to make their shots count. The mods we like for this weapon are Expanded Ammo Bags, increases max ammo to 65. Improved Ergonomics, provides faster focus, killer focus, greater focus damage bonus. Hollow Point Bullets, increases damage to weak spots, hitting where it hurts. Focus shots stagger the target. Now as for our preference, this is a tough choice as the final decision is based on situation and playstyle. If you want to pick off enemies and do high damage to weak points of tougher enemies, the M1000 Classic is great. If you're looking to face a lot of enemies and need a weapon with good balance, the Deep Core GK2 is great. Now, if we're in a full team, considering the fact we love to snipe, we would specifically go with the M1000 Classic, but like we said, the Deep Core GK2 is a great all-around weapon. Now for the secondary weapon slot. You're looking at the Juryrigged Boomstick and the Zhukov Nuke 17. Here's the breakdown for the Juryrigged Boomstick. It's got good damage, performs the best at close range, wider spread to hit multiple enemies, it has a slower reload speed, and it has an okay rate of fire. This weapon starts with a solid foundation but can be greatly improved on with the right modifications. You'll want to pick and choose your battles when using the Juryrigged Boomstick. You only have 2 shots before reload, but you also have to be at close range for the best results. In the end, this gun can be high risk, high reward. The mods that we like for this weapon are Double-Sized Buckshot, increases damage to 15. Quick Fire Ejector, faster reload. Expanded Ammo Bags, increases max ammo to 34. Tungsten Coated Buckshot, adds armor break bonus by 200%. White Phosphorus Shells, converts some damage to fire damage. Now it's time for the Zhukov Nuke 17. It has short to mid-range, but with the best performance in close combat. It has a good base damage. It also has a fast fire rate. It's got a good reload speed and high max ammo. It also has a good magazine size for this type of gun. Accuracy drops off when at mid-range or long range, and it's not the best against armored enemies. This double SMG setup can be fun for running and gunning, especially when dashing to a drop pod. This works well against fast-moving enemies or when you're surrounded by enemies in tight quarters. In comparison to the SMG of the Engineer, this feels steadier and has a higher base damage. The mods we like for this weapon are Expanded Ammo Bags, increases max ammo to 675. High Capacity Magazine, increases magazine size to 60. Increased Caliber Rounds, increases damage by 3. Hollow Point Bullets, increases weak point damage by 50%. And finally, our choice for the last mod is actually split, especially since the latest update. If you're using the IFG grenade, we suggest using the conductive bullets, which means you're going to be doing more damage to targets in an electric field. Otherwise, we feel the get in, get out is a good choice when using other grenades, which temporarily boost speed after emptying a clip. Now for our preference. Between these two weapons, we prefer the Zhukov Nuke 17. Not only is this pair of SMGs fun to use, but works great when enemies sneak up on you while scouting around. It balances really well with either primary weapon and has the speed as well as max ammo to keep up with large waves of enemies. If you're looking for a class that has mobility with weapons that help with situational adaptability, make sure to try the Scout. Also, make sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe and click the bell icon to be the first notified when more videos like this go live on MindMineTV.